What's up guys, Levier Dragon here. I'm here with Grant Wilhelm. He just top 64 nationals for North America. How you feeling right now, Grant?
Feeling pretty good. I got savaged by Elvis Fu, top 64.
I mean,
2-0'd, but I mean, I bricked game 1. Game 2, it was just kind of, he opened like my crush Max C-Shed, right? Nothing I can do about it.
yeah.
It's fine. I'm glad I talked. So I played 3 Manju, 3 Senju, Exile Force. I like this the most because the most hype cards for Ousted Jin were like Bull Blader and DD Warrior Lady. And this was like what I thought was the best one because usually they end with a Valk. Caught a lot of people off guard. 2 Shred, Jin, and 2 Maxi. I play my deck to play for the mirror match, and Maxi is kind of easy to play around. So I decided to max out on shared rides.
Were you worried about like when you made the choice to run Exile Force, were you worried about people running Gugner as it's becoming more popular in the meta?
Yeah, but some people still decide not to run Gungnir and ran 2 Trish, which wasn't a very good decision. So then I played 3 Valk, 3 Unicorn, 2 Brio, 2 Klaus, then 1 Trish, 1 Decisive Armor, and then 1 Gungnir. This card, people don't usually run it anymore, but I did because in the mirror match, you can just kind of randomly OTK with it by having it in your hand, like not having searched it. Like this one guy, he was going to be left at 900, and then but I had Decisive Armor, so it just damaged up. This provided like a lot of OTKs. Like I won a match purely because of this card, and 3 Valk. I mean, why wouldn't you play 3 cards like the greatest? And if it's like not the mirror match, you just side one out anyways. Then I played 3 Rhoda.
How'd you like it at 3?
I mean, you just needed to search out your combo pieces. And 3 shared ride. Like I said, I built my deck for the mirror, so 2 Collides, 2 of each mirror. 2 Eclipse because card like beats Clo Fort. If you just go Exaton, and then you have this. Also, it's like the best out to Gym Lock because there's like nothing that can stop it except Lance and Scolding. Then Reggae King Prep.
So I have a question. I have a couple questions actually. For the books, why'd you opt to play 2 Eclipse and no, just not 1 book, 1 Moon and 1 Eclipse? Okay,
Book of Moon, it still loses to like Trish. It is like another out to Valk, I guess, in the mirror. But when we were testing it, I liked 2 Eclipse, and plus, this just does more. Like, I almost like deck my opponent out on this, and plus, this is kind of like a pseudo mirror force.
Yeah. Because
like if they go to attack, you can just stop that, and then if they like summon Valk, you can just eclipse their whole field, and then just Trish the next turn. And then 3 Silence Holding.
How'd you like that throughout the day? That seems like a pretty bold choice.
Yeah. My deck has 44 cards. I threw these in literally last minute, and it was amazing. Just like Gin locking and then like setting this, it was just like the best feeling because you pretty much can't beat it. And then ending on like a field of like Falcon Scolding, it's just like that's just like extremely hard to get over because like if they try to Trish, you just like Scolding it. So then for the extra deck, Quasar for the 12, Star Eater for the 11 since I play Gungnir, and 2 Herald. Yeah, 2 Emerald, so you can keep going under Genlock, you can like cycling through your shit. Lawwall Chain, Exaton Knight, number 80, Cowboy, Diamond Direwolf, Dweller. I didn't play any Burning Abyss throughout the event. I played like 7 Nekroz, 4 Clo Fort, and then...
That's 11 rounds, so...
Oh, no. I played 7 Nekroz, like 5 Clo Fort, and then 1 Shadal. Like, Shadal was like the easiest matchup by far. And then...
So, like, the build for mirror match ended up working out at the end?
Yeah. But I lost to 2 mirror matches in Swiss. One of them because he cited an anti-spell fragrance. The other one because he made Genlock and Eteria Beast. And then the last one's that bricked. It was in top cut. And 101, and these 2 never summoned it because...
Never played BA?
It really just plays for BA. You don't need this for Shadal. Shadal just like sucks. So.
Yeah.
And side deck.
Before we get into the side, I'd like a couple questions.
Okay.
So throughout the day, like, was there anything you were worried about, like, with your deck choices, like anything you wanted, like, cut or change?
Some people are playing Karen Gorgon. to like end on Genlock and carry Gorgon. So I mean, I could have played that, I guess. Oh, I didn't play Castell. That's the one big thing I didn't play. Going back, like I couldn't really find anything to cut for Castell. I mean,
but like you were playing the 2 Emerald. Like
yeah.
I agree with that choice, honestly.
It's like really good.
Recycling is too much. Like,
in the mirror match, like if you start off, if they make you go first and you Valk Emerald, you want to have another Emerald like for later games. And it's not playing Castell. That's like the only other bold choice, I guess. Then for the side deck, I played 2v Chand. I only lost to the 1 Cleat in Swiss because he was playing like literally anti-Nekroz Cleat. Like game 1, he main decked 3 Mistake, like getting Clo for it. That's crazy, and that's really what I lost to. But then I 2-0'd the other 4 Clo Forts because these are just amazing. Like he just blew that matchup out of the water. And then 2 Antia. I do this versus Elvis in top 64, but I mean it couldn't really save me at that point. Dance Cortez. This is for the mirror match. And for Burning Abyss, I didn't play it. Oh, and also for Secret Village. I sided this in the mirror, just in case they sided in Secret Village, but if I didn't see it, then I usually sided it back out. And then Free Space, obviously. You know, gotta get rid of back row. 2 Dark Hole. I would have sided this in versus Burning Abyss, because they summon like a Vanity's Fiend, Majesty's Fiend, things like that. And then if if they did side in the Fiends, I guess, I would have sided these in. Then 2 Decree, really just for Satellar and Burning Abyss. I didn't play any Satellar or Burning Abyss though, so.
How'd you like the choice of Decree over Denko as it's becoming more popular in the meta?
I haven't liked Denko because I feel like a normal summon is really important, and you know, most decks can beat over it nowadays. So just them making you go first, like you can just Valk Emerald, try to draw into Decree. If you do, then you're pretty much good. And last trap of anything, just for in case people wanted to side it out. I did play it though. Like, I did draw it a couple times in the mirror match. It's really unfair. Ending on a board of this or a board of like Gungnir and Emptiness, like you really can't beat that.
One more question. Why did you make the choice to side all 3 space instead of maining any?
Because we were gonna main 2 space originally, but then after seeing the Giant card results Friday, it seemed like the most popular deck was Nekroz, and we already knew it was gonna be the most popular, but it was like by far, like it looked like 90% of the people were playing Nekroz, so we just felt like you needed to dedicate your deck to the mirror, because whoever wins game 1 usually wins the match. Whereas if it's other decks, they can't handle the power of like what Nekroz can do, so they usually get blown out by things like simple things like Mystical Face Typhoon, Fire and Ice Hand, or Decree. So.
It seemed like a good deck list. Seemed like you made a lot of good choices. I really like the build personally. Anything you want to say before you go?
Good luck to Elvis for the rest of the event. Hopefully he wins Nats. It's pretty good.